Hello Carb Smart Diabetics, and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk to you about the important role of insulin in nature, because as we understand the mechanics of insulin, we are going to better understand how to control it, therefore lower our blood sugar. Let's get started. We humans are out of nature, but we fail to understand that nature is not out of us. So, going from 100 million diabetics in the entire world in the 80s to over 500 million today, where the average of diabetes complications death is getting younger and younger, indicates that we have strayed a lot from what our bodies were designed to eat. Understanding the mechanics of the hormone insulin and its purpose helps shift our mindset about the foods we eat from helpless and deprived to empowered and in control. If you think about it, us diabetics are the warning sign of humanity's approach to food. So it is not that the rest of the world eats normal, but we cannot. It's actually that the world is eating unwell, and we are the ones who were given the tools to shift our food culture to a safe one. In order to do that, we need to understand how insulin works and what is its purpose under natural circumstances. So to explain the purpose of insulin, I have chosen two animals from nature, where one depends on insulin for its survival and the other one does not. And let's see how it affects their bodies. The first animal I chose to explain the importance of insulin is deer, because without insulin, especially in cold countries, it will be extinct in a single winter. The second animal I chose is a lion, to demonstrate what happens if insulin has no role in an animal's diet and survival. So we all know that deer, from early spring to the end of summer, constantly grazes low-calorie grass and foliage to keep up with the energy spent without gaining weight. Yet, in the winter, when food sources are scarce, especially in cold climates, deer rely on their fat reserves to survive winter. So where does this fat come from, and how does the deer know when to fatten up? Well, they don't. That's where the plant world and the hormone insulin work together to make sure deer can survive winter. In late summer to late fall, some plants are busy spreading their seeds in the form of fruit and are depending on animals to eat as much of them as possible. In return, the animals who eat the fruit get a constant rise of insulin for that duration, which any diabetic using insulin will tell you is the gaining weight hormone, and it does so by making the consumer a lot hungrier than usual. A good example for that in human would be when we eat a sweet Chinese meal, because even if we are done bursting at the seams, an hour later we are hungry, looking for something to eat. And that is not your fault. It's just the natural reaction of our body to sugar and carbohydrates. It makes us hungry. So, do we need to give up sweet and carbs? Well, carbs like rice, potatoes, and grains, yes. But the world of low carb is abundant in fantastic sweet, no depravation recipes for sweet tooth and salty tooth, just like in my channel. And with understanding the mechanics behind insulin spikes and now knowing how to keep them at bay, we move from deprived mindset to the confidence that comes with the ability to navigate your numbers and health. So what happens when an animal's natural food is zero carbs, like a lion that feeds only on meat? Well, it hunts only every 4 to 7 days. Not because it can't hunt every day, but because without an insulin spike, it is just not hungry, and with a nice big protein meal, has everything the body needs to sustain it for that time. So what about us omnivores? What was our food rhythm? If we trace back to hunter-gatherer, we had periods where fruit were available, and just like the deer made us eat bigger amounts to build fat storage to help us through scarce winters. And in spring, summer, and fall, men went hunting, and it was not rare not to eat for a few days. So now that we know the purpose of insulin and how it works, we can better navigate it and more effectively control our blood sugars. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something that you can use in your everyday life. Thanks for watching. Bye.